Okay, coming to polypropene, here the main objective is writing our monomer in the correct form. We know propene. How can we represent propene? Propene, there are 3 carbon atoms because the words say prop, ene, therefore there is a double bond. So filling up the valencies after the basic structure, this carbon is having 2 bonds, so it has 2 remaining. This has made 3 bonds, so 1. And what about this? It has made 1 bond, so the total valency has to be 4, so the remaining 3 with hydrogen. So we got the structure of propene, right? But if I take this structure to write the polymerization reaction, I will be ending up in a lot of confusion. So how to change the structure is the first thing that we have to keep in mind. For that, we are going to give importance for our double bond. We are going to write everything with respect to the double bond. So I'm just bringing the double bond down. Alright, now check this carbon. What does it have? It have 2 hydrogen. So I show that 1 hydrogen on top, 1 hydrogen on the down. The second carbon is having just 1 hydrogen. I write that. But then the problem, the second carbon is also connected and the CH3 is along with it. So instead of drawing a line here, I draw a line upward, okay, and instead of writing C and 3H bonds, I just write it together as CH3. Now the reason why I have changed this is to make my polymer writing easily. I hope you understood this. I have already done this in class, but just repeating for the sake. So now polymerization, we always start with N polymer, undergoes polymerization. As I always said, open the double bond. There is no change, so you are keeping the entire thing the same. Just make sure to leave the ends open because that carries 1 mark. You have a small square bracket and I'm showing this is repeating n times. And if they specifically ask you for writing 2 units, what you have to do? You have to repeat this unit 2 times. So repeating the first unit. This is 1 time. Writing it 1 more time. Okay, so now we have 2 units for polypropene. Uses of polypropene, crates and rope, it is already there in your book. So this is how polypropene is done. Our next polymer is polychloroethene. Now this polychloroethene, this is the scientific name. It has another name as a trivial name which was being called always earlier, that is polyvinyl chloride. And the short form of polyvinyl chloride, PVC, is normally used. So this is just for information about polyvinyl chloride. They are not going to ask you about polyvinyl chloride, but they can ask you about PVC. So polychloroethene. Now what is our monomer here? It is nothing but chloroethene. Now we have to draw the structure of chloroethene. So chloroethene, just think about the parent. Ethene means you have 2 carbon atom with all the 4 bonds with hydrogen. If it is chloroethene, this 1 hydrogen is getting replaced by a chlorine. If they say dichloroethene, it means it is 2 hydrogens replaced by chlorine. Now polymerization, N times, open. So C double bond C, H, 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 Cl, square bracket, N times. And then writing it in the question, according to the question, if they are asking for 2 units, you have to exactly show 2 units. There is no need for N. It is the same technique. Leaves the end open. Okay, so polychloroethene, this is how we do it. I have done this in class, I do remember that, but I'm just giving you a revision again.